Just tell us what's new in this report.
What's new in this report isn't so much the concern over red meat. Many speculations had been offered in the past that there was an association between eating red meat or eating processed meat and risk of cancer. What's new about this report is its comprehensive nature. All the original papers were reviewed, 22 experts from around the world assessed the data and came to definitive conclusions in relation to both processed meat and eating red meat, and that sort of assessment has not been available before.
But to say that it's comparable to diesel fumes, asbestos, tobacco smoke, that's pretty scary.
No one has done that. That is a distortion. Those are specific carcinogens. The best characterisation of this is that eating red meat increases the risk of cancer, but it's a distortion to classify red meat as a carcinogen. We don't know what the carcinogens are. What we're in a position to do is to provide the community with a clear basis for public health policy in relation to diet, and that doesn't involve labelling anything a carcinogen or prohibiting anything. It involves a sensible intake of red meat and processed meat to minimise any risk of cancer.
So what's the advice that's being given now? Because the things I'm reading, they're saying just 50 grams of bacon could increase risk of bowel cancer.
That's maybe statistically valid, but the important advice is for people who have a high intake of red meat or processed meat or both, that is an intake of more than 200 grams per day. People eating a lot of red meat or processed meat should really think about scaling back on the grounds that a clear causal association has been established in relation to processed meat and bowel cancer, and the association is in terms of probably causes cancer in relation to red meat. So these findings, as I said, provide a real basis for people to accommodate the risk that's been identified without doing anything silly like putting warning labels on hot dogs or banning bacon or saying you can't have beef on the barbie anymore, as we would say here in Australia.